Hi, this is Michael Neer, an immigration lawyer and founder of VisaPlace.com. We were asked this question: if I get a visa, is that it? What else do I have to consider other than just getting the visa? And that's a great question. What the questioner means is that when you are going to Canada or United States or trying to get a visa, of course, in order to get one, you have to apply, you have to go through the process, fill out some forms, and hopefully you'll be successful. But we all know that's not the end of the road. Once you get to your destination, depending upon the kind of visa it is, let's say it's a work visa, you have to consider, there's so many other considerations. Even if you get a work visa, for example, you have to get a social security card or a social insurance card if you're in Canada, same thing. In order to be on a payroll, you have to set up your banking. You have to obviously go to a bank and provide your ID and your information and try to get a bank account. And that sounds easier than it is, especially if you're in the United States, where there's a lot of scrutiny and paperwork in order just to get a bank account if you're a foreign national. There's also the issue of real estate, of course. Where are you going to live? Are you going to lease? Are you going to buy? Do you have any credit in that country? So if you are moving to the United States, for example, and you're a foreign national, you could have great credit in your home country, but that doesn't mean they're going to be honoring that credit. So you have to be prepared for a lot of challenges to settle yourself after getting the visa. If you have kids, of course, you have to consider the schooling. Where are you going to send your kids to school? What's available? What's the process? So there's a lot of preparation that you have to consider beyond just getting the visa. Now, of course, the visa is the door that opens and gets you through. But once you're through and you're in the room, so to speak, you're in your country, you're the new country. There's a lot to do, and most people know this. But it's a really good idea that when you are consulting with a lawyer about your visa concerns, you can ask these questions. And in many cases, your lawyer or your immigration professional should be able to point you in the right direction, depending upon where you want to settle. So, of course, if it's a certain province or a city or a state, there's going to be specific advice that you're going to have to get applicable to where you intend to live. But there are some, general tips that your lawyer, your consultant for immigration should be able to give you beyond just the visa information. And of course, these are tips because they're not in the business of, for example, getting you, set up with real estate or signing you up to get a bank account. But because of the experience they have and their previous clients that they've assisted, they should be able to give you some general guidance. And of course, you can go online. There's tons of information out there. You just be very careful because there's a lot of misinformation out there as well. So, message is that when you do apply for a visa, you have to think of the big picture beyond just getting the visa. So good luck for those of you who are interested in getting visas, and we are here to help you as well. You can visit our website at www.visaplace.com, and if you like this video, click like. Have a great day.